96 degrees with all that sunshine. Now, it will be dry. You don't get those in summer very often. That's because the humidity will be tolerable today. So there's not going to be showers and storms. I've got the same thing tomorrow, a dry day. So some great opportunities today and tomorrow to get out, get some mowing done, maybe get things done that otherwise wouldn't be able to get done because of the rain. So use today and tomorrow to your advantage, because rain and storms are back in the forecast, at least the chance of that, Thursday, Friday, and this weekend. Here's what today looks like. Those clouds we have now fizzle apart, and we've got sunshine this afternoon way up into the 90s. No, really even a hint of showers or storms. Tonight, low 70s again, so you'll have great viewing tonight of that full moon once more. For tomorrow, maybe a stray shower. That would be it, a 10% chance at best. Otherwise, sun and clouds up into the 90s. And for Thursday, here come the changes. We'll start in the mid-70s. It will be a warm, humid start Thursday. The humidity comes up Thursday, and that's going to fuel. Here's 3 o'clock. We'll stop this again at 5, 6 o'clock. Some scattered showers and storms, hit or miss, are back in the forecast for Thursday. Won't rain all day, won't rain everywhere, but we're back to the scattered showers and storms. That's because moisture and humidity climb. Take a look at Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are back up. Yeah, our good old friend, tropical levels of humidity. It will be back by the end of the week and this weekend. So it will feel much more oppressive, Judd, by the end of the week. That's why we have daily chances for showers and storms starting Thursday. He's not my good old friend, Mr. Community. He's just a guy out there that makes it happen. But we know it is summer in Alabama, so we have to deal with that. Tyler, thank you for the update. Maybe some of the rain chances will cool us down a little bit. Decision 2024 news right now. More legal troubles could be on the way in the coming weeks for former President Donald Trump. This after a new defendant made an appearance at a Miami courthouse. Reporter Drew Petrimo has the latest.
You see miracles all the
time. With a grand jury in Washington, D.C.
The miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. Weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
It's Run Radio. He's Eric Carly, and I'm Gary McNamara. So you got an email?
Oh my
advising us of something that we had talked about earlier.
And Mike makes a great point. So Mike writes us in an email. You're going to have to use Patrick Ho's first name anytime you're talking about Hunter. It can be a little confusing. You're absolutely right, Mike. I didn't mean to cause any confusion. Because also the words prosecution and prostitution sound very similar. So that's probably, you want to make sure your hearing is good at that.
You know something? When I was in Little League Baseball, there were 2 brothers. Their last name actually was Forbes.
Oh, wow.
And I used to just scream, at them and go, "Come on, horse!" And there's my parents with their heads like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
And they eventually changed their last name to Daly.
Yeah,
they really did. I mean, I'm not making that.
Wow, up, so wow. Yeah. I mean, eventually they would have to, right? I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
because have they not done that before the social media age? It would have been all over. I mean, yeah.
And I had no idea as a kid what I was saying.
Top of the Hour News is brought to you by House Products. Visit houseproducts.com.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Progressive Commercial Insurance protects truck owners with specialized coverages for heavy trucks. Get a quote in as little as 5 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Want a squeaky clean fuel system for your diesel? Today's your lucky day. Use Howe's Diesel Defender with IDX4, the strongest, most effective cleaning agent you can find in the fuel additive. Destroy the toughest carbon deposits and clean your entire fuel system in just 3 treatments with Howe's Diesel Defender. A clean fuel system means optimal performance and increasing your fuel economy by 5% or more. Guaranteed. Howe's Diesel Defender for every diesel.
From the father of CB radios comes one bad mother. Eric Harley here. You've heard me talk about Uniden CBs for years now. Uniden has been the cornerstone of the trucking industry since the beginning. And even in the age of cell phones, Uniden CBs still remain the trucker's favorite. It is social media at its best. When you need the lowdown on the road ahead, you need a Uniden CB. It is one bad mother. Go to Uniden.com today or stop by your nearest Pilot Line J.
Tom Bodette here, thinking about all the goofy stuff you only seem to find at truck stops. Somebody must be buying all those alligator eyeballs that are really just marbles, but I bet they're just delirious from driving all night. Well, if you start to think a bobblehead cow seems like a good investment, wheel on into Motel 6. There's over 1,400 locations and many have truck parking, so you can sleep on it before you buy that commemorative mud flap. I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the 1,000,000-mile mark with preventable accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you could be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1,000,000 miles or more driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at RedEyeRadioshow.com. That's RedEyeRadioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at RedEyeRadioshow.com.
The Trucker Jobs Magazine is your monthly source for finding a great truck driving job in today's market. The Trucker Jobs Magazine has informative features to help you manage your business, stay safe on the roads, and keep up with the latest regulations affecting trucking. It also has fascinating stories about truckers like you. Pick up a free copy of the Trucker Jobs Magazine at one of almost 400 truck stops across the country. Or you can visit thetrucker.com for the digital edition today.
Sponsored by the Trucker Media Group.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Mass shooting averted.
There was a male wearing white green shirt on a property armed with a gun.
Memphis police say a former student at the Margolin Hebrew Academy showed up with a gun and tried to get inside.
Wow.
But couldn't. Correspondent Roxana Sabiri.
You're learning something.
The police say the incident could have ended much more tragically, but the school had safety measures in place, including stopping the shooter from entering the building. They also say it's too early to tell whether this was a hate crime.
Police say the suspect fired several shots outside the school, then drove away. He's hospitalized in critical condition after he was shot by officers. A man in North Carolina who drove his car into a group of migrant workers has turned himself into police. CBS Charlotte's Faith Alford.
68-year-old Danielle Gonzalez has been charged with a felony hit and run. According to police, Gonzalez came to the station with several family members. They say Gonzalez told them he was at the parking lot at Walmart in Lincoln Sunday and hit the gas by accident. His family members went on to say he panicked and left the scene.
All of the victims were treated at a local hospital and released. A new contract is almost a done deal for unionized UPS drivers. CBS's Jim Krasula has the update.
The Teamsters local unions, which represent 340,000 UPS workers, have voted nearly unanimously to endorse a tentative contract agreement with the company. It includes historic wage increases, an additional paid holiday, and air conditioning, and UPS's brown delivery trucks.
That's what I'm talking about.
It eliminates a two-tier pay system and forced overtime for drivers.
After dozens of complaints, a giant blinking
Right.
X
Get the raise. Everybody needs a raise.
Was known as Twitter headquarters in San Francisco. Locals said the bright flashing
They
light
raised
was
too.
keeping them up at night. Meantime, Elon Musk has sued a research group that had investigated hate speech on
Did you know
X,
that Vladimir
alleging a
Putin,
scare
the
campaign
Russian's
to drive away
president, he's
advertisers.
passed a law
Big surprise at the
that
Women's
any
World
Russian
Cup in New
who
Zealand.
grows
Team
or
USA came
sells
within
genetically
inches of
modified
elimination
foods is to be
today.
considered a terrorist.
Wow.
Reaction on Fox to a scoreless tie after a near miss by Portugal. It qualifies U.S. women for the knockout round where they could face a tougher opponent like Sweden. There's another juiced-up jackpot up for grabs more than 6 months after the Mega Millions hit $1.35 billion. It's up to $1 billion for tonight's draw. The winner pick is Riverside, Missouri's Lottery Clerks. S&P futures are down 7. This is CBS News.
Unfortunately, with minimal effort and net speed with Indeed. Their hiring solution platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort, designed for curious travelers.
Vladimir
Viking
Putin.
offers all-inclusive voyages on all 7 continents, with no children and no casinos on board. Learn more at Viking.com.
Long summer days call for extra hands. Hire fast with Indeed. Their hiring solution helps attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
You don't have to live in Britain to get what the New York Times calls the best of British telly. Stream the UK's most brilliant series only on BritBox. Unlock acclaimed favourites including Vera and Stonehouse, starring Succession's Matthew McFadden. Plus, don't miss upcoming original dramas like Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Lose yourself in Britain's best entertainment, only on BritBox. Start a free trial at BritBox.com.
New safety measures at the races.
Racing at Churchill Downs in Louisville is set to resume in September. 12 horses died before and after the Kentucky Derby that spurred a suspension of its spring meet. Now, officials say they are bringing in new track surface maintenance equipment and additional monitoring. Dr. Joanna Grossman is the Equine Program Director at the Animal Welfare Institute in Washington.
I think it's a step in the right direction, but of course, only time will tell whether that translates into meaningful changes and, of course, better outcomes.
Churchill Downs CEO says they will improve upon every policy and protocol. Matt Piper, CBS News.
A new study finds alcohol-related deaths among women are rising at a faster rate than they are among men. The research, which analyzed numbers from the CDC, shows that from 2018 to 2020, they increased 12.5% among men and almost 15% among women, especially women 65 and older. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. It's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Paid for by Cordell & Cordell.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333. Paid for by Wesley Financial Group. Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. It's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do. For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Paid for by Cordell & Cordell.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333. Paid for by Wesley Financial Group. Why do you think your car is cared for? Because when it's flawed, it doesn't work.
The same is true of your nose. The body's irritated. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Pope, inventor of Vivaz, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Vivaz pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser in a big Vivaz store. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Vivaz. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than written by people who use Vivaz to breathe better. Wash your body. CVS Rite Aid and Target. Vivaz, NAV, he knows, help you out.
Introducing Rich Valdez, America at Night, the podcast.
Welcome to the Conversation Familia.
A perfect blend of news and entertainment, interviews and insights.
It's really just an expose on how messed up things are.
America's nighttime town hall whenever you want.
It's a huge problem that deserves a lot more attention.
Rich Valdez, America at Night. Follow the podcast wherever you listen.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Looking for your next job? Express can help. Express Employment Professionals has put more than 10 million people to work in the last 40 years in all types of industries. With competitive pay and no fees to help you find a job, what are you waiting for? Visit ExpressPros.com today.
It's going to be a hot and dry day today. No rain or storms expected. Temperatures up in the mid-90s. A few upper 90s can't be totally ruled out, but most of us will likely top out around 95, 96. Plenty of sunshine for tonight. Low 70s, dry, just a few clouds. Will likely be entirely dry again tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures again mid-90s, but a few upper 90s can't be ruled out. That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Your Tuesday kicks off with no major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. No problems on 231 south out of Tustin, north out of Troy. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Larry Live Oak has been insuring the river region since 1988, customizing your insurance needs to the perfect plan. Live Oak Insurance, 4791 Main Street in Millbrook. Call 285-2881. Buckle up, front and back. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Tuesday. The Biden administration decided to keep the U.S. Space Command headquarters in Colorado. Alabama elected officials are not happy about it. In his final months in office, former President Donald Trump decided to relocate Space Command to Huntsville. The Biden administration stopped that move long after President Biden was inaugurated. Montgomery police want people to put the gun down. 10 people were shot in the last 4 days. Montgomery already has 50 homicides on the year. Police want people to speak up and not to be afraid. If you can Crime Stopper secret witness line, you can call that number at 215-STOP. Alabama U.S. Senator Katie Britt confirmed she's recovering at home after a recent health scare. She says she was with family in Montgomery over the weekend when she started to deal with numbness in her face. Britt reassures this is not life-threatening and recovery should take several weeks. That's your news on this Tuesday morning. I'm Judd Davis for WSFA.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. And it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider and will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through HIMSS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/JOY.
O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Pads Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet-Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Pads Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
With Liberty Mutual, you can customize your car insurance to save hundreds. Here's what those savings sound like in dollar bills. Here's what it sounds like in quarters. And here's what that sounds like in cryptocurrency. A thing I totally understand. 1010. I am money. Cha-ching. Beep boop $sign.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Savings may vary and written by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company. Affiliates excludes Massachusetts.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates.
Oh, yeah, it
to
is.
apply to your
The
job.
night out,
So,
night, whatever it is.
might deliver a lot of
So you stay out at night, somebody rob your house. I got you. I got you.
Top employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show. Tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Alrighty, time to go to work.
Sometimes you need to reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Discuss with Kevin Elkins.
Okay then. I feel much better.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And good morning again, Montgomery. It's time to rise and shine if you can. It's another day. One more. That you're on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning. Believe it or not, it is the first day of August, 2023. It is like all the other days of the past. It has never been, and it will never, ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, August the 1st, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done with this day. Good morning again. If you have lived a while, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, whatever we do, we need to make sure that when we can, while we can, as long as we can, until we can't, we need to reach back and give somebody else a helping hand along the way every once in a while. Don't ever forget that. Everybody, at some point in their lives, needs a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say, if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always, always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two, we all do. But you will never be a failure until you quit. We say, give out if you must, rest only if you can, but you never quit. You never give up. My mother used to say, nothing beats a failure but a try. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, whatever it is, keep moving forward. The Chinese say a journey of 1,000 miles always starts with the first step. Keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit, because quitters never win. And while winners may lose at a thing or two, they'll never be considered a loser because, well, they never quit. One foot in front of the other. That's all we ask. Keep moving. Don't ever give up. And no matter what happens this day, August the 1st, 2023, no matter what happens, remember, it is a great day, a wonderful day to be alive. Good morning. Faith of a child. That is our daily bread for today. Our scripture insight is Luke 18, 15 through 17. And Luke 18 and 16 says, Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me." Good morning to you. We'll be back.
Thanks for joining us for today's encouragement from the Our Daily Bread devotional. Our reading, titled Faith of a Child, was written by Katera Patton. As our adopted granny lay in her hospital bed after suffering several strokes, her doctors were unsure of the amount of brain damage she had endured. They needed to wait until she was a bit better to test her brain function. She spoke very few words, and even fewer were understandable. But when the 86-year-old woman who had babysat my daughter for 12 years saw me, she opened her parched mouth and asked, "How is Kayla?" The first words she spoke to me were about my child whom she had loved so freely and fully. Jesus loved children too, and put them in the forefront even though his disciples disapproved. Some parents would seek out Christ and present their children to him. He chose to bless the children as he placed his hands on them. But not everyone was happy that he was blessing little ones. The disciples scolded the parents and asked them to quit bothering Jesus. But he intervened and said, "Let the little children come to me." He called them an example of how we should receive God's kingdom with simple dependence, trust, and sincerity. Young children rarely have a hidden agenda. What you see is what you get. As our Heavenly Father helps us regain childlike trust, may our faith and dependence on him be as open as a child's. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Luke chapter 18, verses 15 through 17. People were also bringing babies to Jesus for him to place his hands on them. When the disciples saw this, they rebuked them. But Jesus called the children to him and said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. Truly, I tell you, anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it." Let's pray. Father, help us to be as open and sincere as a child as we trust you with our lives. Help us to grow more dependent on you each and every day. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Tony Collier, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, it's time to rise and shine, people. Time to get up. It's a great day to be alive. It is the first day of August, and hopefully it's all working out for you this morning. All right. Oh, yeah, and you're on top of the ground. And if you're listening to me, you got the wake-up call. So that's a good thing. Let's go now. Time to rise and shine while you get serenaded by the 82nd Airborne Choir this morning. Yeah, I was part of that great organization. Yeah, for a while anyway. Third of the fourth ADA, baby. Smoke Bomb Hill. reserve by my side. I got a reserve by my side. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Hey, lottie, 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 hey. Come on now. Hey, lottie, 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 hey, lottie, lottie. Well, the GR grits and the GR gravy. Yeah, I used to make a lot of that stuff. We're so glad we didn't join the Navy. Hey, lottie, lottie, hey. GR call, whoa, 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 whoa. We're so glad that we're airborne. Hey, lottie, lottie, hey. Here we go. All the way. Come on now. Every day. All the way. Time to rise and shine. Thank you very, very much. Okay, it's Tuesday, no PT today, but we still honor our armed forces of the United States of America. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and the Merchant Marines Space Force. Couldn't think of that name yesterday. They haven't earned their stripes yet, but hopefully they will sooner or later. I mean, they let those Chinese balloons get all across America. What kind of Space Force is that? Come on, man. I expect all you servicemen to be standing at the attention right now and rendering the hand salute. Okay, until this song is over. And yeah, y'all, I know. Y'all would have loved to see me in my uniform. That's right, running PT with the boys, and sometimes calling the PT with the boys. Yeah, I used to do that kind of thing. Y'all think I'm lying? I ain't lying. That's the first sergeant. Elkins out there moving the group in the PT thing. I'm just saying, back in the day. I don't know if I could do it today or not, though. All right, then. Let me shut up. And also, good morning to the local heroes, our local soldiers of sorts. The Montgomery Police Department, good morning, Daryl Albert and the crew. Good morning to the Sheriff Department, Derek Cunningham and the crew. I saw Kevin Murphy on TV this morning on the night out or light out, whatever it is. Hopefully, you'll go home and your lights won't be out. All right. Also, anybody else? Aaliyah, Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. That's we call them state troopers. This Aaliyah thing, I can't get with that one. But they got the smoky hat on and all that stuff. Yeah, like drill sergeant. Yeah. Alabama Law Enforcement. Yeah. We call them state troopers. Okay. I ain't going to change the name. Also, good morning to Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town, and we must pay homage. We in their house, so we got to give some respect on that one, all right? Can somebody at least see if they can find me a C-141 Starlifter? I mean, I got to see it one more time. If I can get one jump out of it, yeah, I'll jump one more time. Yeah, as a farewell to the airborne. Maybe when the Golden Knights or somebody come to town, they'll let me jump. I can't believe they let all these people up here jump sometimes, except to be the only paratrooper in the building. It's me. And they won't let a brother jump? Come on, man. I'm just saying.
Oh, just 10 heads up. Melissa's off the rest of the week.
Oh, okay. I left the card in there.
So, I don't know if you did or not, but I know like that. I didn't open you because she's gone till next Monday.
Okay. All right. I mean, they're complaining. Yeah. Again. Yeah.
I stole the Space Force in Huntsville.
That's okay. I'd rather save the children than get Space Force. We good. you know how I know America, at least some of us have our priorities together? You know how I know this? Because I don't give a crap if Biden decides to put Space Force up wherever the hell he puts it, Colorado. I'm with Tuberville on this one, okay? Seriously, okay? No life is worth any amount of money, okay? So wait. So we got to trade children's lives to get a job. Give me a break. You know what? No, I'm sorry. Tuberville, I may not like anything else he does, but I'm with him on this one. Well, actually, I like most of the things he says anyway, to tell you the truth. He's just an old average guy with a lot of money that come up the hard way like everybody else did around here. And he said, just use a little common sense. So, we want to get Space Force. So we're going to have a wholesale sale on the lives of our children. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't care nothing about Space Force. And since it hadn't been here anyway, nothing ventured, nothing gained. But said, how you gonna miss what you didn't have anyway? Seriously, how you gonna miss not having it? Okay, when we all get up there in the pearly gates, and I got enough things to pay for as it is. So we don't want to add anything else to that. Okay, like, oh, so you think that the life of children is less important than giving somebody a job? No, I don't think that. No, Tuberville did the right thing. I don't give a crap if Biden, that whole group of people up there don't, and like Ronald Reagan said, the only people that want abortion at will are people that are alive. So I'm with Tuberville on this one. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be with him on everything, but I'm with him on this one. So let them keep that regular ass Space Force. Whatever that thing they're going to do up there, let them keep it. Let them keep it in Colorado, okay? A bunch of libs anyway up there. I know some folks who live in Colorado. Anyway, my son actually wants to go to Colorado, live up there. I won't be visiting too often. I'm just telling you. Anyway, we shall return. It is 6:29 in the morning, and we shall return. Or should I just go along with it right now? Nah, I'll just take my break. And we'll come back uno momento. So, life 1, Space Force 0. Life always wins when if it comes to a job. Yeah, save the children. We didn't kill 50 million of them anyway. Okay, yeah. Who knows? We may have killed some doctors, some people who had the knowledge to cure cancer or figure out a way to deal with homelessness. We don't know. We're killing kids for convenience. Right, yeah. Me and Tully. Right on, Tommy. If you can see me, high five. We'll be back right after this.
SFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has great prices on everything you need for back to school. Right now, 2-pocket poly folders and an 8-pack of Staples No. 2 pencils are just
over here, over there.
26. Pricing and limits may vary in store and online. School on, save on at Staples.
It's going to be a hot and dry day today. No rain or storms expected. Temperatures up in the mid-90s. A few upper 90s can't be totally ruled out, but most of us will likely top out around 95, 96. Plenty of sunshine for tonight. Low 70s, dry, just a few clouds. It will likely be entirely dry again tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures again mid-90s, but a few upper 90s can't be ruled out.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The good news continues. Still no major problems or accidents. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send anyone on an alternate route. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Summer's here, and the Festival Plaza has it all. Shop at Plato's Closet, ABC Beverage and more. Festival Plaza, Taylor and Vaughn, a Colliers managed development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
When it comes to traditional sports, a new scoring record is celebrated. Esports is no different, as a Valorant player set the new record for eliminations in a professional match this week. Japanese player Depp scored a whopping total of 42 eliminations for his team Zeta Division during a thrilling overtime matchup. With the previous record being 39, the level of talent within Pro Valorant is growing every day.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
At SimpliSafe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 lifeguard protection, only from SimpliSafe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Another Guardian Credit Union story.
Hey, are we trimming the same as usual?
Yeah.
How's your baby girl doing?
She's great, but with 3 kids, we really need more space.
You should check out Guardian Credit Union. We got a home equity line of credit from Guardian to finish our basement. They have low rates and a great team that's easy to work with.
Really?
Yeah, my mom got a Guardian home loan to buy her house. They refinance too.
Thanks. I'll check them out.
Connect with Guardian for all your lending needs.
Research shows that successful ad campaigns share 8 characteristics. Radio is the only local media option that delivers all 8 of them. Radio reaches your potential customers close to the point of purchase. It provides local consumer interactions with emotional connections that build trust and credibility for your business. Radio is unskippable and quick. We get your message out in 24 to 48 hours, and radio is very affordable. That's why radio consistently gives you the highest return on investment, and it's also why it should always be your base media buy. Research also confirms that marketing campaigns generate even higher returns, starting at a 19% lift when they are on more than one platform. That's why Cumulus offers a variety of effective digital solutions to enhance your base radio buy. At Cumulus, we are your one-stop shop to deliver a coordinated radio and digital campaign that will get your business results. Hi, I'm Sonia Thompson, and it's my job to get your business results on News Radio 1440. To learn more about how to get started, go to newsradio1440.com and click on Grow Your Business.
Upgrade your sports experience with Beef O'Brady's in Prattville. Beef's has 25 big screen TVs and 8 personal screens in the booths, so you know the sports are always on. Burgers, tacos, wings, fajitas, even surf and turf can all be found on their daily value and to-go menu. Don't forget when dining in that happy hour is weekdays from 3:30 to 6:30. And at Beef O'Brady's, you'll find family meal deals and a catering menu, making family takeout food a snap. Best yet, you can order food online for quick and easy pickup. So for good food and good sports, head to Beef O'Brady's in Prattville, located just off Copsford Road in front of the Home Depot. And we're offering you another sweet deal. Starting Friday, August 4th, head to this radio station's website to score $50 in gift certificates for Beef O'Brady's Prattville for just $25. This deal is perfect for your sports and family fun. But it starts at 8 a.m. and offers are limited, so act fast. Friday, August 4th, just visit this station's website and click on Sweet Deals.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
And we are back. Let me, first of all, I don't know if you got Mr. Marr, who is a former police officer dealing with cancer. Our prayers go out to him and his family, and that he makes a great recovery. I've known somebody with cancer, and matter of fact, I think we all know somebody that's either been affected by cancer, by having it, having some friend, a family with it. That is nothing to play with. I was looking at the commercial the other day on the TV set about these little kids. You cannot watch the old shows without seeing advertisements about St. Jude Hospital and the things that children go through, and the one lady said cancer is hard, and it is. And our prayers go out to him and his family and all, and our prayers go out to him. And it can be beat. It can be beat. I mean, I know some people that have beat it lately, and I rather hear we beat it than it took us out. It is a, my sister went through it. It is a tough road. And all you can do sometimes is pray for people that have it, but you give them your shoulder to lean on. You give them your shoulder to lean on, and and encourage them, and tell them some jokes every once in a while. Keep their mind off the troubles. Okay, but cancer is hard, but it's not impossible. Somebody once said, God said, it never said it's going to be easy, but it would be possible. So our prayers go out to him and his family and everybody else, and Mr. Mara. All right. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well. And let me find my other. I got it. Oh, there's my other paper right there. Okay, there's my. It's not really paper. It's like it's electronic paper, but it's not. I mean, I'm not really looking for paper here. I'm looking for other things. Okay, I'm just saying. Not that you asked me. Okay, hold. I should have had this done already, but I did not. All right. It is 6:38 in the morning. It is time for the word of the day and the lessons of life. And the lessons of life are things you learn by living. There's no other way. There's no substitute for experience except experience. There's no substitute. It's a one-shot wonder. You can't get it by reading a book. You can't get it by listening to the radio. But there are some things you must experience for yourself in life. And these are just a compilation every morning of the things that I've learned and things that other people have learned on their way, this journey called life. And sometimes it's hard, but it is possible. All right. But first, the word of the day. The word of the day. Yes. Now, this word right here that most people in the Democratic Party know. Okay. It is called, it's spelled IMPUNITY. 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 What does that mean? Well, it means freedom from punishment, harm, or loss. Most of the Democrat politicians right now in Washington right now have impunity. They don't get called out the same way that other people do. And the newspapers don't hold them accountable. So the newspapers, for the most part, give them impunity, freedom from punishment, harm, or loss. Hey, that's just where it goes. I haven't been so lucky on that one. I got a lot of punishment, a lot of harm, and a lot of loss. Not a lot of harm, but a lot of loss. Anyway, so the word of the day is impunity. IMPUNITY. It means freedom from punishment, harm, or loss. You know why John doesn't really care about getting put out of school? Because he has impunity from home. He's not going to get punished. There's no harm, no loss going to come to him. He's just going to act a fool, which is the way some of our kids in public school act some days anyway. We'll see. Will it change this year? Now, the lessons of life. Now, there are a lot of things that are absolutes in life. What I'm going to give you today is these are some absolutes. Okay, some absolutes. There's no ambiguity, as it were. There's no confusion about this. These are things that are absolute. And there are very few absolutes in life, but these are some that I think are absolutes that you must adhere to in the journey of life. If you never go after what you want, you will never have it. Absolute. If you do not ask, the answer will always be no. If you never attempt to move forward, you will always be in the place that you are. These are absolute lessons of life. One more time, just in case you forgot one. If you never go after what you want, you will never have it. If you do not ask, the answer will always be no. And if you never attempt to move forward, you will always be in the same place you are now. So those are lessons of life. So if you want something, go after it. Okay? If you will never get the answer unless you ask the question. And even if the answer is no, you can move on to another question. Okay? And if you never attempt, there's some people who give up right then and there. Well, I can't do. Like me, I never thought about going to Notre Dame. I walk past that university every day. Never even thought about going there because we were pretty much said that's not your place. That's not where you go. You don't go there. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I may not have been smart enough to go there anyway, but I never even considered it because I was always told that that place is not for you. So, if you never ask the question, you'll never get the answer. And if you never attempt, you'll always be in the same place that you are. So don't be afraid to ask the question. Don't be afraid for the answer. And don't be afraid, to challenge people. Okay? Just do it. Who said that anyway? Was that Nike? Yeah. Just do it. Okay? Don't be scared. Don't be a wuss. All right then. Anyway, it is August the 1st. It is the 213th day of the year. There are 152 days left. It was on this day in 1936, the Olympics opened in Berlin with a ceremony presided over, believe it or not, by Adolf Hitler. 1876, Colorado was admitted as the 38th state. In 1907, the U.S. Army Signal Corps established an aeronautical division, the forerunner to the U.S. Air Force. In 1944, an uprising broke out in Warsaw, Poland against Nazi occupation. The revolt lasted 2 months before collapsing. In 1957, besides me being born, the United States and Canada announced they had agreed to create a North American Air Defense Command, otherwise known as NORAD. In 1966, Charles Joseph Whitman, 25 years old, went on an armed rampage in the University of Texas in Austin that killed 14 people, most of whom were shot by Whitman while he was perched in a clock tower on the main campus building. Whitman, who also had slain his wife and mother hours earlier, was finally gunned down by police. So it's not nothing new, all these people with these guns. 1975, a 35-nation summit in Finland concluded with a signing of a declaration known as the Helsinki Accords, dealing with European security, human rights, and East-West contacts. 1994, Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley confirmed they'd been secretly married 11 weeks earlier. Presley filed for divorce from Jackson in January 1996, citing irreconcilable differences. Yeah, I feel you. And now we have lost them both. In 2001, Pro Bowl tackle Corey Stinger, 27, died of a heat stroke a day after collapsing at the Minnesota Vikings training camp on the hottest day of the year. In 2007, an 8-lane Interstate 35 West bridge, a major Minneapolis artery, collapsed into the Mississippi River during an evening rush hour, killing 13 people. In 2011, on this day, the U.S. House of Representatives passed by a margin of 269 to 161 emergency legislation to avert the nation's first ever financial default. Right. Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords returned to the House for the first time after being shot in January 2011 to cast a yes vote. In 2013, according to them, defying the United States, Russia granted Edward Snowden temporary asylum, allowing the National Security Agency legal to slip out of the Moscow airport where he had been held up for weeks. In 2014, a medical examiner ruled that the New York City police officer's chokehold caused the death of Eric Gardner, who videotaped arrests and final pleas, "I can't breathe," that had sparked outrage. 11 years ago, President Barack Obama made his rival's personal millions front and center. That's right. issue talking about the what's my man name, Mitt Romney. Okay, and he pitting people against people who make money against those that didn't have any. 6 years ago, by a vote of 92-5, the Senate confirmed President Donald Trump's nomination of Christopher Wray as FBI director. He replaced James Comey, who was fired by Trump amid an investigation into Russia's meddling in the 2016 presidential campaign. And now we know it was a farce anyway. And 2 years ago, after much delay, senators unveiled a $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill. American swimmer Caleb Dressel captured his 4th and 5th gold medals in the Tokyo Olympics, while Austria's Emma McKinnon won 2 or more golds and became the first female swimmer and second woman in any sport to claim 7 gold medals in one Olympics. Texas-born Italian sprinter Marcel Jacobs won the gold at 100 meters. Okay, birthdays today. Senior Ramblin' Jack Elliott is 91. Senator Alphonse D'Amato is 85. Senator from New York, Republican. Actor Giancarlo Gianni is 80. Baseball Hall of Famer Coach Roy Williams is 72. And rapper Chuck D of Public Enemy is 62. I guess you don't rap too much when you get in your 60s. You know, you just sit by and count your money. Anyway, what national day is it today? Well, today is National Girlfriend Day. Okay, got a girlfriend? Or you think you want her? Go by and tell her. She may say no, but at least she knows. National Wellness Month. In August, we celebrate the National Wellness Month, prioritizing your self-care, managing stress, and promoting healthy routines. Create wholesome habits for your lifestyle and focus on your own health. Okay? Moving right along. Today is Spider-Man Day. Now, I'm not really a Spider-Man kind of guy. I'm more of a Superman and Batman. Whew. I'm Superman and Batman. You know, and okay, there's one more. I do like the Hulk. Okay, I do like the Hulk. I'm just saying. Sorry about that, but no, Superman and Batman and the Hulk, and I think if I got them on my side, I can win just about any battle. August Moon Festival. It is the August Moon Festival. Celebrate the magical night that never ends. Let me see now. Colorado Day. I mean, I know this is Alabama, but you know, if you live in Colorado, you're from Colorado, today is Colorado Day. I don't know why. And here's one. Oh, all right then. Guadalcanal Providence Day. Don't miss Guadalcanal. Guadalcanal was a turning point in World War II, at least on the seas anyway, with the Fleet Admiral William Halsey Jr. Went to that place, and it was they were almost beat. We were almost defeated, but he took some. He's kind of like me, you know. Okay, these are the rules, but this is what I'm going to use to work. Okay, I'm just saying. So William Halsey Jr. helped bring it in to World War II by defeating the Japanese in Guadalcanal. Okay, I'm just saying. You might want to look that up. Look up William Halsey Jr. I think you'll find he's a very interesting man. Homemade Pie Day. That's right. That's right. Homemade pie. Okay, don't be buying the pie crust already. Make your own pie crust. If you don't know how to do it, call me. I'll show you how to do it. I'll do a YouTube thing on it. Okay, show you how to do it. So make your own pie crust and make your homemade pie. Okay. Now, me personally, I like cobbler. I'd almost give anything for a blackberry cobbler that somebody cooks because I don't really know how to make cobblers, but I can make a pie. Okay. International. Okay. Can it forward? Okay. Get your cannings. If you're a canner, you know, I don't know that people really can anymore. Do we really can? Do we really put stuff in cans and stuff like that anymore? I don't know. I mean, I know we can bottle things. Well, put things in jars with those hats, you know, like jelly or pears or whatever they put in those things anyway. Anyway, it's International Can It Forward Day. We're gonna say can it and jar it, okay? International Child Free Day. It is actually okay not to have children. Let us discuss the implications and the advantages and the disadvantages of having children. Batman. Right on, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, National Andrew Day. If your name happens to be Andrew, then it is your day. Okay, so you start the day off right. Okay, National Day of Being. I don't know what that means, but it's good to be there. National Minority Donor Awareness Day. On this day, pledge to give someone a new lease on life. Okay, y'all know that we don't believe in. I mean, let's just tell the truth. On all your license tags and all your, how many brothers and sisters out there want to give their organs away? Okay, because we don't like thinking about that. But I put mine to, yeah. I mean, that'll do me no good if I'm gone. So, hey, help somebody else out. You know, I'm just saying. So y'all need to, when you go to get your driver license renewed, you need to say, yes, I will be a donor. Okay, so it says national minority because we don't like doing that. We don't play that. But I'm gonna let mine go. You know what I mean? Where I'm gonna. You don't need him in heaven or the other place either. But I'm hoping that'll be up there. I know it's gonna be. I'm gonna make it by if I make it, it's gonna be out of the skin of my teeth. I know. But I'm just saying. So National Minority Donor Awareness Day. Okay, so this is all the black folks and everybody else. Okay, make a donation of your organ if something happens to you. Okay, you can't use them anyway. National Night Out. Civilians and organizations in the Metropolitan Police Departments join hands to enhance the relationship between neighborhoods and communities. We'll see how that works out for us. Okay, we'll see. National Promise to Care Day. Learn how you can honor urgent care workers and everything they do. We appreciate what they do. National Raspberry Cream Pie Day. Now I like raspberry. I've never heard of raspberry pie. I've never heard of that, but I'm pretty sure it tastes pretty good. But I might be, I can understand a raspberry cake. I mean raspberry is actually good. But no, but I like to have a blueberry cobbler. So if anybody out there wants to make me one, I appreciate it. I mean, throw something your way, a couple dollars your way or something like that. I love raspberry cobbler, especially if you know how to make it. I mean, it is good stuff. All right then, Planner Day. That's right. Get your planner, make plans for the day, and spend the day as planned. Okay. Somebody want to say, in order to be successful, you need to plan your work and work your plan. Play ball day. That's right. Get your gloves out, grab your bats and stuff, take them to the park. Although Z would probably don't want to play that, but he'll probably want me to do something different. Okay. I went yesterday to try to get his shirts for school, and it was cool. Okay, it was cool. They were closed, but we went over to get them. Respect for Parents Day. Okay, Respect for Parents Day. Call up your parents and surprise them with a hello or I love you today. Okay, call your parents. I realize they put you out, but you was 35 years old. It's time to leave. I'm just saying, you might want to call your parents and tell them, to that you love them. Okay, because if it hadn't been for them, you wouldn't be here, and you ate free for all those years. Okay, call your parents today. It's Call Your Parents Day. All right, call them up. And you're lucky you got some parents you can call. I can't call any parents. Both of them are gone. Rounds Resounding Day. It's the harmonies created by the form of singing that makes it popular and worth celebrating. I don't know what that is, but I'm going with it. And Santo Domingo celebration start. I don't even know where Santo Domingo is. Is that in Nicaragua? Okay. Yeah, I think it is in Nicaragua. Yeah. Okay. Scout Scarf Day. The Scout Scarf is not only a simple honor, but it is a practical one too. So find out all about the Scout Scarf Day. And here's one, Startup Day Across America. Startup Day Across America aims to help us understand entrepreneurship and innovation. Okay. And here's one, Women's Astronomers Day. You don't hear much about the women astronomers, right? Because they're too busy cooking to sit there and have all day long to sit there and worry about looking at the stars. But we appreciate it. And here's one that we all know too well. One of our favorite talk show hosts in the history of Montgomery. I used to call her Robo. Roberta Franklin died of lung cancer. World Lung Cancer Day. My sister did too. So always, if you know somebody with it, call them up, see how they're doing, and don't ever forget. Everybody needs a shoulder to lie on, needs a shoulder to lean on sometime. And it's World Wide Web Day. That's right. Without the World Wide Web, the world as we know today would not be the same. That's some good and some bad. Coming up 7 o'clock, around 7:30, we got one of our candidates for office, Patricia Holiday June. She's coming here. She's a city council candidate. She's coming on. Let's see what she got to say. Let's see what her plans are. To straighten out Montgomery or make it a better place or whatever. Okay. Anyway, and yesterday I did a lot of calling around yesterday about this guy, this mayor. It's the most unusual story. There's a town in Alabama called New Bern. There's a guy who got voted in as the mayor, but they won't let him take his seat. And this is a few years ago. So he's the mayor, but they locked the door. They said you can't. Now he's a black mayor. First time a black mayor New Bern ever had a black mayor. So, but the other mayor who lost is still the mayor. Now I called down there yesterday trying to find out what the deal was, and of course nobody would tell me. Then they told me to leave a message. I said, well, I don't want to leave a message. So now I'm going to have to use the full force of Cumulus Media to go down there and find out for myself. As soon as I figure out where it is, I'm just going to go down there. Okay? Because this is not 1962. Brother won the election. We good? And now they say you can't have the seat? Come on, man. What year is this? All right, so I'm thinking to myself, why would they do that? Why would they hold a brother out of his own seat? I mean, really? Come on, man. I'm just saying, and find out what's wrong. Okay, but I'll tell you about that story later on if I have time to do it. Right now, let's take a break, and we'll be back. Uno momento. Wow. We got to whoop somebody's ass. What we're going to do about this gun? Get that language. We got to beat them. We got to get a beat down to some people about these guns.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1. This is the CBS World News Roundup, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin this hour with gas prices inching up across the country. Correspondent Jennifer Cooper has our top story. Various factors, including increased summer demand, are playing in driving up gas prices again. Lenny Lopez in Atlanta has a pickup truck.
It used to be $60 to fill it up. Now I'm paying about $80.
Analysts say Saudi Arabia is pumping less oil, and analyst Tom Closer notes,
refineries are built to run when it's 90 or 95 degrees, but when it's 100 to 105, they clock and wheeze a little bit. So that's manifested itself at the Gulf Coast, but that set price is really higher throughout.
AAA says the average price for regular unleaded is $3.75 a gallon compared to $3.54 a month ago. The average for a gallon of regular in California today is $5.01 a gallon. Police say a former student at a Jewish school in Memphis is in critical condition after he tried to enter Margolin Hebrew Academy with a weapon.
A suspect did try to enter the building armed with a gun. When he could not gain entry, he fired shots outside the school.
Assistant Chief Don Poe says the suspect drove away before officers pulled him over and shot him when he got out of his car with a gun in his hand. A mother who killed her two children has been sentenced to life in prison with no parole after explaining her 16 and 7-year-old were now happy and busy in the spirit world. Correspondent Jonathan Bigliali is in Rexburg, Idaho.
And all of them was worried about it. Did say in court, not once did she say she was sorry. Meanwhile, Muslim Daybell faces identical charges that were pure for trial early next year. He has pleaded not guilty, but if found guilty,
He took me sentence today.
A driver in North Carolina has turned himself in after plowing his SUV into a group of migrant workers in a Walmart parking lot. Here's CBS's Jim Priscilla.
Police in Lincolnton, northwest of Charlotte, have charged 68-year-old Daniel Gonzalez with felony hit and run. Family members told detectives that he hit the gas pedal accidentally while trying to park and left the scene in a panic. The 6 migrants who work at a local farm were all treated and released from a local hospital.
In Haiti, protests over gang violence 5 days after an American nurse and her young daughter were reportedly kidnapped from a nonprofit clinic. The State Department says it is working to locate them. People in California said the Clarita Valley not to move any French produce off their property because of invasive fruit fly. Officials suspect a traveler brought the fly into the U.S. Maybe the first of its kind quarantine. This is CBS News.
If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort, designed for curious travelers. Viking offers all-inclusive voyages on all 7 continents. With no children and no consumers on board. Learn more at Viking.com.
Not some days. Extra hand. And in fact, with Indeed, your hiring solution will prepare, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
You don't have to live in Britain to get what the New York Times calls the best of British telly. One of the UK's most brilliant series, only on BritBox. Unlock acclaimed favourites including Vera and Standards, Guy, Succession's Matthew McFadden. Plus, don't miss upcoming original dramas like Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Lose yourself in Britain's best entertainment, only on BritBox. Start a free trial at BritBox sitcom.
Looking for a good place to spend your golden years?
Alex Gailey of Bankrate says their study of all 50 states shows Iowa is the best place in the U.S. to retire.
What makes Iowa so desirable for retirees is that low cost of living. It's the 6th cheapest place to live in the U.S., which is a huge advantage for retiree benefits income. We see the median home price in Iowa is well below the nationwide median home price.
She says when it comes to metrics like affordability, healthcare, weather, and crime, the worst place to retire to is Alaska. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Tribute from one TV star to another. David Hasselhoff says Paul Rubens, who played Pee Wee Herman on CBS's Saturday Morning Kids Show, was his roommate at CalArts. The Baywatch star posted a black and white photo of the two from their TV days. Paul Rubens, a great friend who never missed a birthday. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father with this. The divorce process includes 3 key concerns: physical decision making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. You can agree to do lawyer. Like there's a thing to do 50. The marriage and test. 1,000.
And your options legislation. Founder and put together a free information guide. Secrets behind your issues, resident income, including the 5 ways to get rid of your gift. Call now and get the Designer Information Guide absolutely.
Call 462-3333. 462-3333. 462-3333. Our new Break Message program raises the demand for aftermarket domestic break message available. Vehicle-specific features will be made. Quiet technology and solutions and stable hardware. Choose break message from a professional nice people and admiring automobiles. Here's what it sounds like in quarters. And here's what it sounds like in crypto. Yeah, 0.
change the time.
I won't pay for it.
Talk about me. Alrighty then, how's everybody doing? Okay, so we got a little while for my guests getting here. So anybody got any questions? Talk to me. How this month in history now? Now that would be saying that would be news here, but that, you would have to have the information for all to make such a claim. I mean, you seriously, you would have to have a history, all history, in order to say that. Okay, you don't know. You don't know that. That's probably a lie. What, I mean, before the trees got here and everything, it probably was hot. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know why people act like in the summertime it's an unusual thing for the weather to be hot. It, it gets hot. I remember back in 1977, living in St. Louis, Missouri, it was hot. It was real hot. It was so hot. It was hot. That's all I can tell you. It was hot, hot, hot. It's been hot every summer since I've known about summer. It's been hot. Okay? And if you live in the Mojave Desert or someplace like that, it's probably hotter than that. Okay, I'm just saying. That's why we got desert, because it's hot. Anyway, 814 I'm wondering what you mind. I don't want to get running too deep in the conversation because I don't want to have to stop it and keep going with my guest. Good morning, who's this? Yes. I don't give them no extra time either. I don't give black folks no extra time either. But what's up? No. Well, I can't get in that conversation. Well, again, you know, I, yeah, okay, right. I don't remember, but I know that they according to them, they've already bought. All right, but things happen. I mean, mhm. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's business, though. I mean, that's business, but at least they had to tell. Yeah. Well, if that's what they said, I looked at the article yesterday. I didn't see that, but I mean, I don't know. Distribution count 1,000 B. Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, my understanding is that looking at again, if you go to WSFA's website, right, right. But if you go to the, I got you. But if you go to WSFA's website for the chamber, they give the update on it. Well, well, I mean, again, when I heard all that money, I did ask the question, who's getting it? Well, I mean, it's probably out in the rural areas, I guess. I mean, they got to build stuff and things like that. I don't listen. The mayor has to answer them questions. I can't. Okay. Okay. Well, I will get that information. Doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Potts. All right. Appreciate it. Get Mr. Potts. Good morning, Ed. I'm doing fine. Hmm. I keep telling you, young folks don't listen to talk radio. They don't. Okay. Mhm. All righty then, Mr. Ed. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, doing fine. Not Newburn. Well, now I looked at it last night. It says New Bern, Newbern. I don't know where New Bern came from, but it says New Bern. Yeah, yeah. I haven't heard about that one in Elmore County. No, I didn't hear nothing about that. Hmm. So how come I haven't heard much about that? Okay, right, right. No, we didn't. I didn't hear about that. Interesting thing. I'll hear your phone going. Okay. Everything break, and we'll be back. Let me do some investigation on this. Yeah, but that town, according to what I'm looking at, it's a guy named Braxton, the Reverend Michael Malcolm, conducting some sort of investigation on, and it's New Bern, Newbern, Alabama. And it's a 1 square mile town. Town's only a mile long. I don't. Can you be a town that small? I guess you can be. Anyway, let's take a break and we'll be back. Anyway, some guy evidently got elected a couple years ago, and they won't let him take his place in the mayor's office. Black man. Okay, we'll talk about that maybe. 1962. If the story is true, we'll be back.
going in one nostril, around the back of you, and out the other one, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly..."
Okay, we're back. One of the reasons why I don't follow these diets, all these diet things that. Hey, hold on one second. Hey, y'all, hold on one second, and I'll be right back. So don't go no place. No, don't go no place. I'll be right back. What's up? Hello. Hello. That's what I'm talking to. Quickly. Okay, where you at? Oh, okay. In the building I'm in, or are you in your office? Oh, are you coming on? Are you want to come on the phone, or you want to come to the studio? All right, well, this is the wrong number to call. This is my cell phone. 323-0042. Yeah. All right. Okay, I had to take care of that call right quick. Let me take another call while I take this call. Patricia, I guess she's going to call me on the phone. I thought she was coming actually in the studio, but she's going to join us on the telephone. Good morning. Who's this? That's you. I'm ready then. Good morning. Who's this? Okay, so I must have lost that one too. All right, now let me see if I can get her on here. Patricia, good morning. I thought you was coming to the studio. You're going to get me on the phone. Well, that's why I can call you to talk about you or something. But that's okay. The phone works radio, so nobody can see you anyway. I know you're going to want to take some calls or something like that. Now, first of all, tell us who you are and what position you're running for. Okay. And tell us a little bit who Patricia June Holiday is. And what does your activism consist of? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. And those sound like those are great things to get involved with. What prepares you, or what do you believe prepares you to be on the city council? Hmm. Okay, so win or lose, you're going to still be out there. Okay, I'm just checking. What do you believe that the current member in that office is not doing? So if you, okay, now you do realize that once you actually get into office, it comes with a certain amount of responsibilities that are unknown to you and unknown to anybody else that's never been in that office. And most of our, and maybe this is a flaw in our process. Most of our city council people, it's a part-time job. They have jobs like everybody else does. And I will tell you, maybe you should have thought about that before you ran, but they do have jobs. It's not a full-time job. What makes so you? I assume you don't work. You just do your volunteer stuff. Mhm. Okay. So you don't do any. I mean, you said you're an entrepreneur. You don't. Do you work a full time job? Okay. 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 Mhm. So your biggest complaint with the person who runs that office now is that they don't have the time to go all the places or talk to all the people you think they should talk to. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I hear you. I'm just trying to figure out. Mm-hmm. 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 So, okay, I'm trying to understand. So you think that you should be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and without an appointment to talk to you. I'm just, I just answer the question. I mean, is that what you think that she doesn't do? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it sounds good, but I don't know if every. So I'm just trying to figure out because when you run against somebody, when you run against somebody, what you're saying is that you're able to do something that they're not doing. So far, what I hear you say is that she doesn't entertain people 24 hours a day, 2 o'clock in the morning, and all those kinds of things. So I'm just saying, well, if you're calling people, you are entertaining them. You're entertaining their call. I mean, okay. And what are some of those issues that you think you could solve that she can't or isn't doing? Mhm. Mhm. Now, is that the job? Is that the job of a city councilor to provide doorbell? Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to find out because when you run against somebody, you ought to be able to at least articulate what you can do that they're not doing that they could do if they wanted to. Right. Okay. 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 Is are some of the things that we ask government to do not in the preview of the government? It is not the job of the government to provide everybody with a door security system. That's just not part of it. Right. You know, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. But isn't that more? But isn't that, June? Let me ask you a question. And again, I give you my condolences for your daughter too. I read about that some time ago on the neighbor thing, and I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. But on the other hand, I guess what your complaint seems to be is the neighborhood and not her, because she's not out here doing crime and against your. It's people in your community or people who you guys allow in your community that are doing these things. So I guess I'm just trying to figure out what could Patricia June Holiday June do that. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Yeah, and I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good stuff. But let me ask you, are you saying that the current city council person does not advocate for their community? What's the, I'm just asking the question. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Okay, okay. Got to take a break. We'll come back and ask you some political questions about policies and procedures that are on the book, or some of the things that are on the books right now. If you're concerned with some of the things that some things they got on the table right now in the hopper, they want to either pass or no. Get your yes, no, go, or no go. We'll be back right on the phone with us right now. It's Patricia Holiday June. That's right, right? Patricia Holiday June. She's running for City Council, District 3. Is that the one, District 3, right? Okay. We'll be back right after this.
investigation process.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. It's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you.
Let's get to city council meeting today, okay? That's it. That's it. Yeah, look at you. Oh,
You can find yourself stuck in a timeshare. Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options and solutions.
when I look at you. Oh, I believe.
Reveals the secrets behind your industry just as much including the problems to get rid of them. Call now for the timeshare cancellation guide. Absolutely.
Toll free 462-3333. 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. It's important that you choose one that cares as much about these issues as you.
Toll free 462-3333. 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Really did.
Okay, thank you guys. If you guys want to talk to my guests, we've got a couple of minutes left with it. 860-1440. Patricia Holiday Jones, who wants to be your next city council person. I believe it's in District 3. You can give her a call right now and ask her any question you want to. But I'm going to go back to the phone and talk to this young lady and see what's on her mind this morning. Once we get that, Ms. Jones, you were just getting on the city council. You won your seat. You're there. What's the first thing that you think you want to implement for the city? Because nobody makes a law strictly for their district. So what is something that you think you'd like to get passed if you could get the consideration of the rest of the city, at least 4 more people in the city council? Did I lose her? I hope that's June. Hello, June. Well, I hope I didn't lose her. Hold on 1 second there. Let me. Is my phone not working? Well, okay then. Now, that one, it is in. Okay, I didn't take up on it now. What's that? Okay, so that works. Okay, Miss June, are you there? Okay. All right then. Let me see. So that works. That works. Okay, well, June, call me back. I guess I don't know what happened to you. Maybe your phone went dead like that. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. And she'll call it back. We got about 10 minutes left, so she'll call it back, and you will. I don't know what happened there, but something happened. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe she got tired of it. I don't know. I thought I was pretty nice actually today. I've been pretty nice. Let me get the thing up. So maybe it was a phone thing. Maybe it was a phone. She did say she forgot to pay a bill. So maybe that was maybe that's the number she forgot to pay the bill. I'm not sure. 860-1440 is the number you want to use. I'll talk to whatever on your mind this morning. Patricia Holiday June. She wants to be the next city council person. Of course, for the city of Montgomery. Okay, that line is working. Yeah, that line is working. Yeah, that line is working. Okay, well, I don't know what happened, but if she's out there, she can call us back. Let me text her right quick. Maybe she doesn't know that she's not on line or something like that. All right. Anyway, moving right along. We were talking earlier about one of the guys, one of our callers, who always complains about everything, about nothing happening with some of the things that they said one time. In the Elmore County thing, I did read the story about that, and evidently in Elmore County somewhere, a guard had a problem with an inmate, I guess, and he takes two other inmates in there and ripped the snot out of him, took his life. So I don't, man, so you get to go to prison, get a death sentence, whether or not you got one or not. Wow, that's whew, I guess that's a tough job, I guess, but some people overdo their position and their power. So let me see. Yeah, I guess we didn't. Okay. Now, Patricia, you got me all discombobulated here. Now, so I was waiting to talk to her, come back and talk to her, and so she didn't even call back yet. So, all right. Well, anyway, she can call back if she wants to. But other than that, we're gonna move on to other. Oh, there's somebody right. I'm ready to move on to something else. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Well, what kind of beef did you have with somebody who's in prison? Well, he's gonna be he's yeah. I guess that's possible, but man, to take advantage of people who you are, you are there to protect for the most part. Um, that is just bad. Oh, okay, 87,000. Yeah, IRS agents. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, 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 that's true. But 87,000 is a lot of people. But if what you're saying is true, then okay, that's the first thing I hear that. Like a lot of Americans, when we heard that, it's oh hell, they coming after my money. Actually, as a matter of fact, I read the other day the top five cities for crime in Alabama. Montgomery's not on that list. Of course, right. But then again, now per capita, well, I mean, let's face it, we got 8 people living in the city. It don't take much to get the per capita up there. I'm just saying, they don't have that many people. Mhm. Right? I don't know how many we had when he came in. I know we was at 4 something while he was in office. Since when? The last I checked, we were around 3 something. Uh, yeah. Right, but those are not on right, but those are not on city payroll. Okay. I don't think we got 500 though. I don't think we got 500 officers in the city in this under city employment. I don't believe that's true. I don't think that's accurate. But yeah. Oh, lost into. Okay, that's one of them things that they were from. All right then. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can give Patricia June a couple more minutes next hour since she said her phone dropped, whatever the case may be. So we'll talk to her for about 5, 6 minutes on the other side of the hour here and get her diagnosis and prognosis for the city of Montgomery, at least as she sees it from her perspective. All right. So that's to go. Okay. Okay. We'll have that. Okay. I got you. And also, there's a city council meeting today. A little bit about what's on the agenda for that today. So we'll talk about those things when we back. Right? So stay cool. Stay in school. Don't go nowhere. And school starts next week. Yes, I've been trying to see the new principal of Lee, which is called something else, and I don't even know what the hell it's called. But Julian, whatever it's called. We'll be back. Look,
heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery. CBS News.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in New York, where Long Island's suspected Grogo Beach serial killer, Rex Heuermann, is scheduled to appear in court today. Correspondent Ellen Barnett reports.
According to Suffolk County Sheriff's Office, Heuermann is on suicide watch and has been ever since he was placed in jail. And his wife, for 2 decades, is now filed for divorce. They have 2 adult children. She's asking for privacy both for the family and for their neighbors. Now, CBS News has reached out to Heuermann's attorney for any information that we have not yet heard back.
Investigators used DNA and burner phones to link Heuermann to the murders of 3 women. They say he's the prime suspect in the 4th killing. Today, and you may get a case of sticker shock. Gas prices are rising pretty quickly. The national average, $3.78 for a gallon of regular. Oil analyst Tom Kloza.
About a quarter from where they were, let's say, to start the summer or so. And, we've reached new highs. It's a little bit unusual to get a high this late in the summer. Usually it gets all dressed up with no place to go.
Blamed the extreme hot weather for triggering issues at refineries. California's biggest wildfire of the year is burning through tens of thousands of acres of delicate Joshua Tree forests along the Nevada desert. And it is 0% contained. Lisa Calderwood lives nearby.
It's fairly tiring. It's a little you can't control it. So people want
Officials blame the flames first spotted last Friday on rapid underbrush in the winter's record rains. U.S. women are still in it at the World Cup, but it was close today. Here's CBS's Steve Kathan.
The Americans needed just a draw to advance to the knockout round, and that's what they got. Alex Morgan's scoring chance late in the game failed. Then, in the 90th minute, Portugal nearly scored on Fox Sports. Inches from disaster, it ended scoreless, enough for the U.S. to move on.
Log on to Overstock.com this morning on the site rolled right over into Bed Bath & Beyond. As of today, Overstock has swapped out its name for the now-defunct Housewares team. For the next few months, you can log on to either and get the Bed Bath logo. Overstock's acquired its intellectual property for $21.5 million after the company filed for bankruptcy. It's CBS News.
Hire with minimal effort and max speed with Indeed. Their hiring solution platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Right now, you're out to Motors. So you order the air filter for your car. Install it, but it doesn't fit. So you think a little bit off the sides. It doesn't fit. Well, you could try to sit on it. Or get it right the first time with eBay Guaranteed Fit. When you see the check, you know that it's going to fit. Here's the brakes, headlights, over 122 million cars. Every starts at the right prices. eBay Motors, right. Exclusions apply.
You don't have to live in Britain to get what the New York Times calls the best of British telly. 3 of the UK's most brilliant series only on BritBox. Local common favourites including Vera and Stanley, the lighting sessions with Matthew McFadden, and famous upcoming original films like The Story of Hollywood's greatest acting man, Cary Grant. Lose yourself in Britain's best entertainment, only on BritBox. A very commercial sitcom.
Where do you go when you want the best medical care?
Its Best Hospitals list breaks down success based on things like outcomes. Cardiology, Cleveland Clinic comes out on top. NYU Langone for neurology. But says U.S. News and World Report Managing Editor Ben Harder.
We rank hospitals in 15 different specialties and more than 20 different procedures and conditions. So depending on what the patient's need is, the right hospital may be different than the right hospital for their neighbor.
Long Island man has staged his own miraculous save. Police say 63-year-old Dan Ho was swept out to sea while he was swimming off the south shore of Cedar Beach. He managed to stay afloat for 5 hours. While he was there, he found a broken fishing rod in the water and tied it to his shirt to create a flag to wave down help. That did the trick. Two men in a motorboat spotted Ho and pulled him out of the ocean. He was treated for hypothermia. For Rodriguez, CBS News.
Yeah, this is really girl from State Farm. State Farm.
Cares as much matters in Tennessee. Luther King Boulevard, 1000 Chattanooga. Performed by other lawyers.
Check that out.
It really is.
Okay, somebody said we got about 400 officers. Okay, that sounds better. That sounds about right. Because last time I checked, it was about 3 something. But that's okay. Maybe doing a better job getting people in there and making people. I mean, being a policeman used to be one of the things all kids wanted to do. Help their fellow man. I don't know what happened. I don't know. A policeman, or I mean, I wanted to be a fireman. Okay, wanted to take the big old hose, spray a lot of water on stuff, and see if it all could swim. I mean, that's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I wanted to be a fireman. Yeah. Then I grew up and got some sense, and that's a lot of heavy stuff to carry around. Of course, it can't be no heavier than a rucksack, an M16 or M60. I mean, it can't be no heavier than that. Plus a parachute, gun case, boots. Yeah, okay, all kind of crap. Winter suit, jumping out of an airplane. Who knows? I may could have been a good fireman. I don't know. Probably not. I probably would have kicked off the captain, and then they put the fireman. So we just, yeah. Now I'm where I belong right now, right here. This is where I belong, right here in front of a microphone. But anyway, good morning to you. Hope everybody is okay. There is a city council meeting tonight. Somebody sent me the what is that thing you call it? They look at when they get there. It's an agenda. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that. The agenda now if I can only find it again, I'll be okay. If I can't find it right now, I guess I can't really, say where it is. Okay. This one. Okay. Former guard. Yeah, okay, I saw that. Thank you for the information there. I finally got that. Man, it's hard to get them employees these days. And today's the what's it, the National Night Out or something like that, where you I guess where you go out and you talk to people, I guess, and you see what's going on in their communities and things of that nature. So, okay, I guess it's pretty good. I guess I don't know if that's right. Also, all right, well, what's going on at the city council meeting tonight? Well, let me get this phone up, and I'll get this thing ready to go. And good morning, who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I haven't seen it. I mean, that's what they told me. We have about approximately 400 policemen now, so I don't know. I'm asking you call the city council person to see how many people we got, or the city. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. Because Roberta used to have those all the yeah, Roberta used to have those all the time. I've never picked up the motivation to try to put them together. But I think it's great. I think they should do that. I think they should do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 I hear you, but okay, I hear you. So you don't want to give yours away. Okay, I'm with you. Okay. That's why I said that's why I said minority. Because we don't like giving up orders, even though we can't use them no more. But but you won't know it. I understand. Yeah, but now think about it for a second. We got some age on it, so they're not going to be trying to kill us for our organs. Our organs got some use in them. I mean, if I was younger, maybe. But right now, I don't. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I got Patricia Holiday June on because I lost her for a couple minutes last night. You can pay that bill, huh? I ain't mad at you. Right, right, right. Okay, okay. One more question. I meant to ask you a couple questions. Do you believe in it? Do you believe in the police review board? Do you support that? Okay. How about mhm, mhm, mm, mm. Okay. What about a curfew? What about a curfew? Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Okay. All right. No, no. Yeah, yeah. That was all I had. I just wanted to know those. Appreciate your coming on with us this morning and good luck on the race. All right. Appreciate it. Let me see here. Good morning. Who's this? Here, Steve. Wait. Let me get my tissue. Listen, I'll follow whichever bill. And I don't give a crap if they put that thing up. I don't care if they put that thing in Colorado. It's better to save a life. Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. Again, saving a life ain't politics. Yeah, yeah, you do. Yes, you do. There's there's nothing more sacred than life, man. There's nothing more important. Nothing. Okay. Yeah. 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 You're right. So we didn't have it anyway. Wait a minute, we didn't have it anyway. We didn't have it. Okay. Well, if that means surrendering people's lives, let them people. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can't take politics out of politics, my friend. Sure they do. But let me ask you a question. And I want you wait. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest with you. Be honest with me. I want you to ask you a question. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to be honest with me on this question. Is there anything? Is there any? It is. That's what I'm doing. Is there anything more important in this world than a human life? No, it ain't personal. Are you a human being? You still didn't answer the question. Right on. And I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them for doing it. We didn't have the space thing to begin with. It's in Colorado. Who cares? Richard, yeah. I don't believe so. Again, life is more important than the Space Force. Okay. Okay. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I'm glad he was here. All right. I'm glad he was here at this time to fight for me. They surely can't fight for themselves. Good morning. This got nothing to do with black kids. It's all kids. What makes you think that? What makes you think? Okay. Let me ask you again. I gotta ask you the question too. I gotta ask you the question. Okay, that's your thing. She's the governor. She can show what you want to. She don't want to. She don't have to. I think that was Right, right. Okay, okay. Well, I hear you. Yeah. Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. Again, listen, I agree with you on that. I think, wait a minute. I agree with you. I think when the president of the United States, no matter who it is, shows up, that the governor should be there. I agree. I thought that was tacky. I thought that was tacky, and I thought it was petty. But again, that's her call. That's her call. But I do agree. Nah, that ain't no big deal. You're not promoted until you get promoted anyway. So that ain't no big deal. That ain't no big deal. It doesn't make it. No, listen, it's no big deal. There was a time when I was in the army in the 70s, a lot of 70s, that the budget didn't pass and we didn't get paid right away either. Yes, right on. Tuberville didn't treat the White House bad at all. He is trying to protect the lives of innocent children. I'm with him. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. I don't know. I don't know. Ain't never been no place yet. No, never been that. Been to Montgomery the whole life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, China had a law one time you could only have one child, and they made you mandatory abortion. So, so I mean, I'm glad I wasn't born over there. All right, you too. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Memento. Hey, I don't care if we lost the space thing. I don't care. We didn't have it anyway. That's why I said, oh, you just lost us a job. Did they offer did they ever bring the job here? Of course not. So we're gonna be done with that. Life is the most important thing on this earth. When we start, and that's why we got so many people shooting each other, killing each other now in America across this great country are because we have devalued life. And don't think young folks don't see that. I'm sorry. Yeah, me and Tubby, we're gonna be friends. Hell, he don't even call the show anytime. Okay, but I like your stance on this. We'll be back. And we're back. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so the actual numbers are, thank you very much. I knew I was right. As far as patrol officers, we got about 326, but all together with the people who work in the jails and all that stuff, we got about 527 people on payroll. But actual officers in the streets, we got about 326, somewhere around there. That's what I thought. See, I was brilliant, but every once in a while I have to check my own facts myself. Anyway, good morning. Our number's here 860-1440. You can text me 241-9998. If you don't want to be heard on the phone because you work for the man, I understand. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Well, that's a good point too. All right, appreciate it. That is a good point. As a matter of fact, they did some President Wilson stopped it as soon as he came in office. So don't be blaming Tuberville. Every once in a while, Curmudgeon is right about something, and he's certainly right about that one. He keeps saying that Biden stopped it anyway. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Mm-hmm. Okay. Appreciate your call. Well, it is election season, so people are putting out their budgets, what they like and don't like. Good morning. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Fine. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm. Right, right. Like we all got. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But how does it hurt it? Rabbi, how does it hurt anybody? You don't get promoted until you get promoted. Yeah. Well, who's it hurt? Yeah. Felt great about it. Felt great about it. But also, but I also know when you're on that promotion list and you go grab the Army Times or whatever you have to grab and see if you got promoted or not, and your number don't come up, it's just the way it is. Yeah. I mean, and you don't get promoted all the time. It don't happen. Altogether, 13 years with reserve time and everything. It wasn't my fault. Listen, I did my time. Nobody is going to stop their promotion. They're just going to. Okay. Then why do we send? Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Well, let me ask you a question. First of all, Tommy Tuberville is not stopping promotions. What he is doing, he is stopping the promotion when everybody gets promoted at the same time at the field grade on stuff like that. That's what he's doing. He's telling everybody now you got to promote them individually. He ain't stopping people's promotion. They used to just sign it. They used to sign a piece of paper and everybody got promoted in that thing right there. I called his office. Well, but again, though, you don't get promoted till you get promoted. Don't spend the money till you get it. Okay, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, now ain't everybody here? Isn't everybody here almost from some? Oh, wait, isn't everybody here from someplace else? Because yeah, well, yeah, man. I actually thought about going home for my last days and just go home in South Bend and deal with the snow. I thought about doing that. I'm still thinking about it, but my yeah, yeah. Okay, well, take it aside. But I can't do nothing till my boy I got 1 year of school left, and then I can go. But I can't do it yet. I'm not gonna let people put him out of high school and make him go someplace else and all that. Let him finish where he started. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's okay. We still friends. No problem. We can disagree. See, we ain't like Democrats. I ain't mad at you. Everybody got a right to their own thought. 8:36 in the morning. If you got to be there by 9 o'clock, you better hurry up and get there. Good morning. Pretty good. How you? Caleb? Oh, what's going on, young man? I should call you Master Caleb since you have your master's degree now. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm all good for it. I like a guy who says what he means what he says. Right. Right. And there probably was. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because every news article comes, the first thing they say is Biden stopped the movement the minute he got in office. So, right. Understand? Well, you can be critical. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Which is politics. Right. Which is thing. So I ain't mad at it, but I still say that right. But you cannot miss what you haven't had. So I don't know. We got jobs here. Again, I think life is more important than anything on this earth. So yeah, so right. Yep, I'm with him. All right. Appreciate it, Caleb. Come on up and sit with us sometime. All right, bro. Appreciate it. Let me take one more call here. Good morning. Yes.
Oh, no, I agree, and I think that the space, the space, program or what have you been moved to Colorado was a political move, yeah, and everything. But I think that Biden was going to let it stay here. But when you have a governor that go out and purposely defy the Supreme Court, it kind of takes you back to Jim Crowism, because it was kind of like, I know what the federal states are saying, or I know what the federal government is saying, but this is the South, and we're going to do it our way. So it's kind of like deja vu back to the 60s. You hear me, Kevin?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, now wait a minute. So you're telling me that Governor Riley don't want black folks in office? I mean, Governor Ivey don't want black folks in office. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, and the best way to lose power is put some people up to run. There was a black man named James Fields running for governor. I think he did it twice. Got ignored, and he ran as a Republican too, and they kind of ignored him too. So my problem with the Republicans is that they talk that smack about wanting African Americans in the party, but they really don't put forth the effort financially to help those qualified candidates win. So they blowing smoke too. That's why I don't really care about either party. I just don't. The redistricting, the reapportioning thing, that's got nothing to do with the voter. That's got all to do with the party. Okay, with the party. Anyway, I gotta take my last break. We'll come back. When we come back, tell you a little bit about what's going on at the city council meeting. It looks like it's going to be a short city council meeting tonight because not much on the agenda. So we'll come back and tell you what some of the things is on there. It'll take me about 3 minutes to do this, and then we'll get into something else. It is 8:43 in the morning. So if you got to be there by 9 o'clock, approximately 15, 16, 17 minutes by which we arrive. So we'll be back. 860-1440 is the number here, or you can text me 241-9998. Hey, and I'll always keep your name anonymous. I won't tell people who you are on the line, on the air. So give me some good stuff here. But make sure it's true. Don't give me that. But then I got to go back and read it. I didn't know it. I sound dumb. You think, well, you do that? Okay, so I'm just saying, some good stuff. Make sure it's true. Okay? Make sure I can prove it. All right? We'll be back. See, my team got all the good stuff. You know, I can't get in. Roberta got all the good stuff. Okay. Anyway, we'll be back.
We need AM radio for the cars.
Irons anymore. Nobody irons anymore. Iron?
And overdoing it in Alabama's extreme temperatures and high humidity can have serious consequences. When temperatures go up, so does the risk for heat illness. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke tend to be two of the most common forms of heat-related illnesses. Heat exhaustion is is a milder form and can occur after exposure to high temperatures and lack of fluids, but it isn't something to be taken lightly. Heat exhaustion can easily progress into a more serious illness, which can damage the brain and other vital organs and even cause death. Heat stroke, sometimes called a sunstroke, occurs when the body is unable to cool itself down. Protect yourself from heat-related illnesses by drinking plenty of water while outside, staying indoors during extreme heat, and eliminating strenuous activities during the hottest part of the day. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and this station.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
Okay. I'm here. I'm here. We're gonna check this out and what's happening. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right then. Today's music brought to you by 1974. 1974. What a good year. Okay. Let me see what's going on in the thing that tonight's city council meeting. They're going to approve the July 18th meeting, the July 18th meeting, whatever that is. Are they going to do that? They're going to approve those meetings. Hearing proposed ordinance is the only one. Okay, I want to go with that. Get the good stuff here. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing earth shaking here. Yeah, zoning ordinance, what board we. The certification of qualified candidates for the mayor and council election. Resolution certifying only one candidate qualified for District 1, Mayor Ed Grimes, elected to the office. Also declared certifying that one candidate qualified for District 6, declaring Oronde K. Mitchell elected to that office. So, okay, so the work that you ought to be in charge. They're the only ones who actually won. I'm just saying. Also, a resolution authorizing in a pay, I guess it's an increase in pay for poll workers to coincide with state and county elections. Okay, now other than that, I don't see the council, there's a whole lot on there. They're not going to be trying to do much anyway with an election coming up in a couple of weeks. So, okay, that's all I see. Unless I missed the page on this thing anyway. Okay, so Rhonda Mitchell and Ed Grimes are your new continued city council members for their respective districts. Okay, so that's what you do. When you do a good job, people recognize you for that. Okay, they recognize you. You're out there humping. Good morning. Who is this? Yes, sir. That's right. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you can't take politics out of politics. Everything they do in Washington, D.C. is political. You still there? I must have some cheap phone today. Anyway, everything they do in Washington, D.C. is political. So we can't say don't be political. Yeah, everything up there is politics. I mean, where the bathroom is politics. You know, what color the White House is politics. That's why they call it the White House. You know, but come on, that's just what it is. Good morning. Yes, yes. Nobody gets 10 minutes. Okay, well, start now. You got it. Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, they were in the country. Yeah. Mhm. To do what now? You still there? Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. From the beginning of time, man has warred against one another. From the beginning, it's Cain and Abel. I didn't answer that, but I know one thing: there is evil in the world, and there's some people who are evil, and that I believe the Lord gave us the ability to protect ourselves. So I don't. Yeah. Right. Well, I guess it depends on if you're being defensive or offensive. I think, and again, everybody don't believe you should take the children and kill them. Yeah. If it's self-defense, right. When it's if it's self-defense, you have the right to defend it. You have the right to protect yourself. Again, I hear you. I've always had a problem with what we did in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I thought so many people, but you know what? That wasn't my call. Um, they thought that we continued the war, we would have lost a lot more people. I don't know. Again, it's always been that way. And it always, it always will be that way. Right. Well, do you believe there is a time for war? That's what the Bible says. There's a time for war. Well, again, God gave control over the earth, and I guess the men He allowed to live to be in power besides that. I do. You do believe we should have went to war after Pearl Harbor? Okay, we did. We did. I thought it was kind of crazy, but I thought it's kind of crazy, but yeah, yeah, yeah. We did. Again, I leave that to the field marshals, to the premiers, to the presidents. That's above my pay grade. I don't know. Well, but whose responsibility is initially to feed your baby? That's true. Well, again, the government is. The government does. But your children, are your children. You don't have to have them. Yeah, well, sure we do. We take all we can get. Yeah, I would too. Listen, I got to run now because I'm running out of time. Take one more call, then I got to get out of here. Good morning. You only get about 30 seconds. Yeah. But you don't have to have them. Right. A politics is politics. No. Yeah. about that tomorrow. Gotta wait. Anyway, nice talking to you folks today. We'll be back tomorrow. Good Lord says the same with more interesting, intriguing conversations. That's the way we roll.